That you score 300 plus in JAMB does not mean you'll be given admission. And that you score 150 in JAMB does not mean you will not get admission. So please, the difference between these two persons is going to be understanding how the admission process works. If you don't understand how the admission process works, you will keep writing JAMB over and over again. And that is why I'm making this video. Now I'm going to give you 4 things you need to know to enable you get admission for 2025/2026 academic year. Number 4 is very, very important. Therefore, watch this video to the end. Okay, now number 1 is this. You must meet the minimum score. The minimum score cutoff mark for your school or for your course. What do I mean by that? For example, a school like Uniben costs 200. That is the minimum score you must have for you to be able to purchase the form of that school. So if you score 199, you cannot apply. So you must meet the minimum cutoff mark for that school or for that course. Some courses require higher cutoff mark than others. So you must meet the minimum requirements for your school or for your course. Now, number 2, you must apply a lot of wisdom when you have met the minimum cutoff mark. Look at what I mean by that. Now, I'm making this video on 27th of May, 2025. Now, look at what I mean by that. If, for example, you want to study medicine and the minimum cutoff mark for your school is 200. The school says for you to apply medicine, you must score 200. That is okay. Then you, as a candidate, you scored 210. Now, what makes you think that you will eventually get that medicine at the end of the day? Let's be honest with ourselves. Do you think you will get that medicine at the end of the day? It's not going to be possible. Why? Because that 200 is the minimum cutoff mark for that course. And you scoring 210, believe me, there are people that score 300 and above. There are people that score 290, 280, 270, and so on. So you will be deceiving yourself with your 210 over 200, the minimum cutoff mark. So in a case like this, you have to apply wisdom. So you go for other related courses. Kindly go for other health related courses. Depending on the university, you go for other health related courses that are in line with the course you wanted to study. Then in 200 level, if you do well in your 100 level, you can do what? Switch to the department of your choice. People do it. So you must apply a lot of wisdom. This is the reason why you see somebody that scored 180, the person will get admission, and someone else that scored 304 will not get admission. This is the reason. So you must apply a lot of wisdom. Okay, if I'm not going to get, if Delcy is not going to give me admission, or Unilorin is not going to give me admission, I'm not even sure I will meet up with my post-UTME score with this course that I want to study. Okay, let me go for a lower course. When I get this lower course and I get into the university, I'm going to read very well in my 100 level so that in my 200 level, I can do what? Switch to the department or to the course that I truly want to study. Please, this number 2 is important. You must apply wisdom. Number 3, you must buy the form of your school. I just remember the story. I just remember something that happened 2 or 3 years ago. A student that scored 260 something, the guy wanted to study radiography. So he applied to one school like that. And after the school, I think that was UNN, he applied to UNN. After the school has finished purchasing their form, 1 week later, the guy called me. I was like, they didn't give me admission. No. I was like, why didn't they give you admission? So on discovery, the boy said, I thought that after I've scored 262 in my JAMB, I thought that the school will just call me on phone and tell me I should come. They've given me admission. Congratulations. I laughed. I really laughed. I must be very honest. But the funny thing is this. It doesn't work like that in Nigeria. It can work like that abroad, but here in Nigeria, they work like that. So if any school you put, please make sure that once they start buying the form of that school, that you do what? You purchase it. Please, it is very, very important. That is why you need to keep watching this channel, because as soon as schools are coming out, I'm going to be uploading videos on them so that you can go and purchase the school of your choice. Then the last but not the least is you must do upload of O level. What is your O level? O level includes your WAEC, your NECO, your GCE, and NAPTEP. Although for NAPTEP, some schools do not accept NAPTEP, so you have to find out if your school accepts NAPTEP or not. So you must upload any of these your O level results on your JAMB caps. So for those of you who are writing WAEC or you are going to be writing NECO, please, as soon as the result is out, quickly go and do the upload and tell that person that you want to see the upload on your JAMB caps, because if you don't do upload, all the efforts you have put in this year has been wasted, because you are just telling the university or the polytechnic or whichever, or the college of education, that you are not eligible. Because for you to be eligible to go to high institution, you must have written your O-level exam. So please make sure you do your O-level. Make sure you do your upload of O-level results. If you fail to do so, you are preparing to write JAMB automatically for next year. Okay, so please take note of these 4 things I told you. These 4 things I just spelled out. They are very, very important, so that you will get admission at the end of the day. Remember, I am rooting for you, and if you have questions, please feel free to ask me in the comment section. I will reply as many as I can. I love you, and I hope you will invite me on your matriculation day. Thank you and bye.